so much for joining us this evening. So excited. We have a great show for you in store. The one and only Becky Beech is going to be with us tonight. But before we get into that, I'm going to tell you about a few shows we got coming up. March 22nd, we are going to be in the Eagles Hall in Duncan. You don't want to miss that. March 29th is the Lenny Comeback Special and Variety Show in Guelph. If you're in the Guelph area, you definitely need to check that out. And April 5th, we've got Wrestle Craze at the First Met Fellowship Hall here in Victoria. It's going to be an insane time for sure. Tickets, of course, and everything 365 at 365prowrestling.com. So make sure you get those tickets now before they sell out. So as I mentioned, Becky Beech is going to be my guest for this evening. Becky has been wrestling for a number of years. We're going to find out. We're going to find out where she trained. Right now, she is the holder of the first annual Coastal Cup that was won in Powell River recently. So we're definitely going to talk about that as well. And I hear she's from the Shawinigan Lake area potentially. So we'll definitely be talking about that. So without further ado, I would love to welcome you all to Becky Beech. Come on in. Becky Beech, Becky Beech. Yeah.
Just singing my own theme song. It's all good. It's all good.
Amazing. Amazing. I can hear it in my head for sure.
It's such a bop.
And look at this shiny piece of hardware.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely. Look at that. My own participation trophy now.
Tell me about that.
Well, if you try really hard, big things happen.
Yeah.
So this is the Big West Wrestling Coastal Cup. This is the first time it's ever been given out, or it's the first time it's ever been won, and I'm the first winner.
That is so awesome.
Absolutely. So,
So what did you have to do to win it?
I had to get in there and try really hard.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
I had to never give up.
Oh, I like that. Yeah.
And I had to never give up against 5 other people.
Wow.
So that was a pretty hard task. And I'm pretty happy to say that I came out on top.
Amazing. So can you tell us who was in that ring with you?
We had Dash Dauntless, Boogie Knight. We had Josh Cadwell, Haviko, and Eddie Osborne.
Whoa.
And so I had to stand toe-to-toe with all of them and came out on top.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, and that was in Powell River. We had a pretty great crowd there. It was pretty amazing. And I get to take home the Coastal Cup.
Amazing. For the first time. So you will be defending that this time next year?
I believe so, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Awesome. I love that you get to hold on to it for all that time.
It's going to live in my trophy case. My first trophy for my trophy case. I mean, I have other important things in there, like my citizenship award that I got in grade 5. I have some spelling bee awards in there. But this is the first wrestling award that I get to put in there. So it's going to hold a very special place in my heart.
I love that. I really am so happy for you. But I have to ask, so one of the people you wrestled against was Josh. And so I'm new here, but from what I get and what I understand, you guys have had a bit of a love-hate thing going on. And it seems like right now it's all no love and all hate. Like, what is going on there?
He broke my heart.
Oh.
I mean, what else can you say about somebody who was your best friend and they were in your corner and they were helping you out and they were there to participate? They start going through some hard times, right? I mean, we saw it.
Yeah.
We saw him, we maybe we didn't win a few times. Maybe. But we tried. We tried really hard. But then suddenly he comes out, he's cutting off people's hair, he's stabbing people in the head. He's just lost it.
Yeah.
And, we went on long walks and we went everywhere trying to figure this out. And what does he do? The very first opportunity, the next time we go against Laxadartha and Damien Keynes, the Brotherhood of Baphomet, he leaves me. He just left me. He
did.
And then it's like, okay, well, we go for another long walk on the beach and we have tears. And I ask him, why, Josh, what's going on? And Josh says, he just doesn't think I try hard enough. But, I tell him, okay, well, I'll try really, really hard. And he says, no, I just want to win. And I said, well, we will win if we try hard enough.
Yeah.
And then, so we get out there and we get out there in Duncan and we go against the Brotherhood of Baphomet again. And all of a sudden, we're in there, we're on top, and Josh is there, and I'm there, and I'm just about to go in, and Josh gets knocked off, as happens in wrestling. He gets knocked off the apron, and then I lose, and then he leaves me there. He just leaves me there, and I'm looking for him, and then we lose, and then he comes back in, and what does he do? He jumps me. He jumps me. He got so mad at me that he started beating me up, and I don't know what's going on, and I don't think it's very fair. He promised me he was going to not leave me out there, and he did.
And he did.
And he did. I just can't. I can't even.
It's like the ultimate betrayal. I mean, you guys were friends. You were tag team partners, and Chance at one point too, right? Did you guys hold a belt at one point? Not you guys.
Yeah, so
Sorta.
that was a point of contention, and he brought that up one time.
Oh, I'm sorry to poke at the wound.
I mean, I am a former tag team champ
with
Chico.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
right.
and who doesn't love Chico? But
Love
Josh
that guy.
doesn't love Chico.
So maybe there's a bit of jealousy there.
It's hard to tell. I mean, I think so. I mean, I kept trying to tell him that if he just tries as hard as I do, if he just works as hard as I do, that he'll also get moving along, and we'll come out together. And I wanted to do this together with him, and I thought he was there with me. And then he just turns his back on me, and he leaves me alone with two of the biggest guys in 365. He leaves me alone with Lax Siddhartha and Damian Keynes, and on the outside is Ramon Carlton and Sadie Keynes, and I'm supposed to be able to win somehow without him in my corner, and he's still mad at me and gets mad at me and jumps me. How is that fair?
Unacceptable. I know I'd be pretty upset if that happened to me, for sure, and I'd be questioning a lot of things. But what's in the future for you tag team wise? Do you think you're gonna link up with anybody else, or is Becky Beech going solo now?
If I could find a partner that wanted to try as hard as I do, if I could find a partner that would stay, I'd be absolutely all for it. But right now I'm hurting pretty bad. I'm thinking I'm just gonna go my own way for a little while. See how that goes. Participate and try really hard on my own 2 feet.
Yeah.
And not rely on somebody else, because you know what? My trust is pretty broken. It's gonna be
that.
pretty hard to choose to trust somebody else again.
I totally get that. Now, I'm not going to be your tag team partner because that would be scary for me, but you can trust me though. I'm new here, and you can 100% trust me. I hope you know that. And I understand if you don't know it quite yet, because we don't know each other that well, but I have a feeling I'm going to win you over. All right. So hey everyone, we are going to take a quick break, but when we come back, we're going to talk to Becky Beech about how she got her start in wrestling. Stick around.
All right, how are we doing? We're all good?
Good.
Becky, you're good?
Yeah,
Learning.
Karen, you're good?
I'm good. Yeah, you feeling all right?
Good.
Excellent.
So good.
Do you drink or anything? You just drink right out of the cup, or?
I don't think I can. It's got holes in it.
Oh, yeah, no, you don't want that.
Would just go right
Not
through.
very useful. You could do like a beer bong situation or something.
Lose it.
Yeah.
And 5.
And we're back. I'm Karen the Intern, and this is Becky Beech, and you are watching Karen About Wrestling on the 365 Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. You can check us out, of course, on YouTube, like and subscribe, and all the socials, Facebook and all the other ones. So it's good times. You kids know all those socials for sure. I don't have to list them out for you. All right. So as mentioned, we're going to go back in your history a little ways. Tell me a little bit about how you got started. What got you into wrestling? What made you decide to actually pull the trigger and get into it?
Well, participation. First, I participated as a fan. That wasn't good enough. I needed to get into that ring to show people that anybody can participate. anybody can try. I saw Liza Hall and Rhea Von Slasher, two amazing women wrestlers, going at it in Campbell River in August, I want to say 2021. And I decided that if, they're out there trying and being amazing women and amazing role models for so many people, maybe Becky could be that too.
Yeah.
And so Becky decided to sort of put her money where her mouth is and get in the ring and start participating.
Amazing. So where did you train?
I trained at PWA, it's the Pro Wrestling Academy up in Campbell River.
Campbell River.
Yes, it was pretty amazing and got some amazing experience there and some amazing training.
I love that. If you guys are interested in becoming a wrestler, you should definitely check out the Pro Wrestling Academy in Campbell River. So let me ask you, what is the worst injury you've ever had as a wrestler?
Two, if I could talk about two.
Yeah, let's hear about two.
One, Maxwell Benson hit me in the back and I collided with a ring post and cut the inside of my ear open. Turns out you can't stitch the inside of an ear.
Oh no.
So there's that.
Yikes.
And the other one was when I lost my tag belt to Sawyer Stein and Eddie Osborne. Sawyer Stein kicked me right in the jaw.
Face.
Yeah, I was eating soup for 2 weeks.
Yes, right in your face. Yeah, that was terrible. That was quite the injury.
It was pretty bad.
I would not be into that. I would not want to just eat soup for 2 weeks.
Yeah, not a big fan of soup.
No, especially not now, I imagine.
No, yeah. I don't know that I've had soup since then.
No.
And I don't think I will.
Was there a particular kind of soup that you had as your go-to during that time, or?
It was a lot of broccoli cheddar.
Yeah.
Yeah, which you'd think you would like, but you don't after a while.
After a while, I think anything is too much. Yeah. We're on the same page with that for sure. I feel like you're picking up what I'm laying down. Maybe I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Maybe.
Who knows? Okay, so let's see here. What is the toughest opponent you've wrestled so far?
No guess or no wonder here. It's Laxidar.
I knew you were gonna say that. I knew it.
Yeah. That F5 is no joke. And I can't seem to figure out a way to not have it happen to me.
Yeah.
More often than not, it's happening at least one time. Sometimes that Ramon Carlton is sitting at the edge of the ring and he's calling out for it. And sometimes he calls out for it a second time.
Yeah.
Hardest matches that I've ever had. Every now and again, I feel like maybe I'm getting up there, but...
And I gotta say, the last time I saw you two in the ring together, like, he was just... manhandling you. It was a little bit scary to watch. It was crazy.
I made a little mistake. I probably shouldn't have punched his manager in the face.
Well, there was that.
And I'm sorry, Ramon. I'm sorry. I let my temper get the best of me. That's not how I like to participate.
Yeah.
But it did happen.
Yeah.
And I maybe learned my lesson.
Yes, I would imagine. I would not want to get on the wrong side of Siddhartha. He's a scary dude and he's covered in some sort of grave dirt maybe or something. It's just, the whole thing is just a lot.
It's pretty scary to have him across the ring from you.
Yeah, when I'm outside of the ring from him, I can't imagine being inside of that ring with him. So you are definitely way braver person than I am. Way braver person. So on the opposite side, do you have if you could wrestle anybody like alive, dead, anybody, who would you pick to get in the ring with?
Oh, good question. I mean, I'm here to participate with sort of everybody.
Of course.
Anybody. In the Pacific Northwest, though, I mean, one day I would love to be in the ring, across the ring from Nicole Matthews. I just think I don't even know that I'd be able to wrestle her because I'd just be in awe.
Yeah.
And I hope maybe one day I'll get the opportunity.
Yeah, I would pay a lot of dollars to see that. I would. Yeah. I would. I think that would be a fantastic match.
It could be quite a bit of fun, yeah.
I think you would participate very well.
I would try really, really hard.
Yeah, you would.
Very hard.
Yeah, you would. That's awesome. All right. So I saw a match once where you reffed. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Did you ever like actually train as a ref, or did you just have to fill in and participate because the duty called?
When we're training, we learn how to do all parts of wrestling. It's important that you know sort of all the bits and pieces. I should probably say that I didn't try as hard with reffing as I do with wrestling. So when we got there, I was happy. Again, my tag partner, happy to go out and support him, make sure that that moment of truth didn't cause any trouble. Um, and I think I did a fairly good job. I'm going to say it though. I'm a way better wrestler than I am a ref.
Well, I thought you did a great job, and everybody seemed to really, really go crazy when they saw you come out into the ring.
I was happy to help out and participate. I was happy to make sure that Josh got the fair match that he deserved. No matter what's happened since then, I was happy that that happened for him.
That is awesome. See, look at you. You're just such a ray of sunshine around here. I interviewed Sawyer Stein, and he's not as wasn't as forthcoming with the pleasantries, you could say. He was a little more to the, just stick to the facts, ma'am. It was a good interview though. I don't know if you saw it. It's on Karen About Wrestling. That's what we're doing right here. All right, so let's see. Let's move on. So we talked about Laxadartha, but yeah, so we talked about knocking Ramon Carlton out in the ring there. So I know you said that you kind of got overtaken by emotion, and that's kind of what happened. And obviously it had some negative consequences with Lack, but like, was there also a part of you that like, it just felt like really good to do that? Was there a moment where you just were like, yes?
I mean, any time there comes a point in every match where it's not good enough just to participate anymore.
Oh,
Right? And so you have to go a little bit harder, and you have to do more than participate, more than try. Now you've got to win.
yeah.
Right? I mean, you've got to show people. I'm often the only woman on a card.
Mhm.
I'm often against men in the
Yes.
ring. Let's call a spade a spade.
Yep.
People expect, and even some of the men across the ring from me, they don't think that I deserve to be there with them. And it's up to me to prove to them that they're wrong. That it's time for me to be in there. And that's what got me so mad about Ramon. Was he was telling me that I just wasn't trying hard enough. And I'm here to say that like that's all I've ever done.
Yeah.
And that I'm here to prove that anybody can do this.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. And you know what? Just every once in a while, I get it. Sometimes you just get so mad, you just got to let it out. And I mean, hopefully, you're sitting here with me now. So obviously, whatever consequences there was, we're beyond those now. But I'm curious to find out what's going to happen at the next time when all y'all are there together, if we're going to have more drama or what's going to happen. All right, so we're going to take a quick break here, and when we come back, we are going to get into a lightning round of questions. You do not want to miss this. Stick around.
Hey, Bert, so you're just picking it up right from
I'm going to Calgary.
and Ken.
And we are back. I'm Karen the Intern. This is Becky Beech, and you are watching Karen About Wrestling on the 365 Pro Wrestling YouTube channel. So excited to have you tonight, Becky. This has been a fantastic interview. So we spent some time talking about wrestling, and we spent some time talking about other wrestling. And so now I want to ask you some questions that are a little more personal. Like, who is Becky Beech like as a person? Your fans really want to know. So, where's your hometown? Where are you originally from?
Shawnigan Lake Beach Estates. So just a little north of Victoria, the beautiful little town, Shawnigan Lake Beach Estates.
I love that. I love that. And so, like, born and raised?
Born and raised, same house,
Love.
all the way through to when I left the nest and went out on my own glorious way.
That's fantastic. Yeah, the island is so beautiful. I'm a new transplant here, but I got to tell you, like, that whole area where Shawnigan Lake is, that's so gorgeous. If you guys come to the island, you should definitely check it out. So, what do you do when you are not wrestling?
When I'm not wrestling, I am a book reader.
Ooh.
Very much read a lot of books. But probably the thing that I do more than anything else is I make ridiculous things out of crochet and out of yarn.
Oh,
So
you're
that's-
a knitter.
Oh yeah, knitting, crochet. You might at some point find knitted baby shark blankets hanging around. If
Ooh.
you have a baby in your life that you want eaten by a shark, you let Becky know.
Well, I don't, but now I want one, so I don't know what that's about, but I guess we'll figure it out. You had me a baby shark.
Baby
Yeah,
shark.
I was like, yeah, that sounds fantastic. So we were talking about the beach. So do you participate in any water sports?
I tried water skiing once. It was a spectacular failure.
Oh,
I tried kneeboarding once.
yeah.
Also a spectacular failure.
Okay.
I tried skimboarding. Not a spectacular failure.
Awesome.
And one time I tried flyboarding. Have you ever tried
I have
flyboarding?
not tried flyboarding.
That is something that everybody needs to try at some point.
Okay.
It's basically pretending that you're a superhero by strapping jets to your feet and going 10 feet up in the air.
Oh, wow. I definitely want to try that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
definitely want to try that.
And you can do it in Shawnigan Lake.
Whoa, I want to go like right now, but we can't. We've got more questions to ask. But that's fantastic. So it sounds like some water sports, yes, some water sports,
Not so much.
not so much. That
Tried once. Don't try again.
that was it. That was it. Yeah. I can respect that. Do you have a favorite beach that you go to when you're doing any sort of water
My
beachy stuff?
favorite beach is a bit of a secret.
Oh, so you don't want to tell people.
But I can tell you.
Okay.
I can tell you.
Okay.
Just as long as you promise only to go one time and never again.
I
Because
promise.
I need it to be just for me.
I promise.
Okay. It's Pachina Bay. Yeah. Just south of Banfield,
Okay.
all the way down some logging roads, and you come to a beautiful white sand beach where you can skimboard
Ooh.
and you can camp. It's wonderful.
That sounds lovely. Well, I will definitely go one time and never again. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for that tip. I'm very, very excited. So let's switch off of the beachy, watery talk if we can for just a second. So, do you believe in ghosts?
Great question. I think so.
Yeah. Have you ever like had a paranormal experience or
I mean, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
can you share a little bit?
I remember one time I was in bed in my apartment, and what I heard was the person above me. And I'm pretty sure they were asleep because there was no noise in their apartment, right? And it's those old apartments, you can hear everything. Suddenly, every tap in their apartment turned on full force
Wow.
all at once.
Oh my
And you could
goodness.
hear the person upstairs, again, thin floors, you can hear everything, get up yelling, "What the?" So I'm pretty sure that he did not turn those taps on himself.
Wow. So it was like a secondhand kind of ghost experience, but
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid of the things that maybe go bump in the night. I let my imagination run a little wild every so often. Do you like scary movies? Are you into no, like no kind
No.
of scary movies, no
No.
slashers, no paranormal?
I can be convinced to watch them
Okay.
if you let me watch them like this
Okay.
and like this the whole time.
Is that how you do roller coasters too?
A little bit, yeah. Anything that's scary, for some reason, it's all better if
Yeah.
I just plug my ears. Maybe the next time I'm with Lack in the ring, I should just plug my ears
And close your eyes.
and close my eyes.
Yeah.
It'll probably be less scary that way.
It could be. I
Yeah.
think if I see you doing that in the ring,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, she's doing that. We
She's
talked about
she's getting
that.
brave. She's gonna get through it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
Locke's gonna be, what the hell's going on? He's not
Right.
gonna know what to do.
And then I'll win.
It's the confusion factor.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that a lot. All right. So, do you have any pets?
Just one.
Just
one.
What pet do you have?
He is a white 17-year-old cat named
17? What's his name?
Larry.
Larry. Is there a story behind why you named your cat Larry?
I think actually that the person who named him just thought naming a cat Larry was hilarious. So
I like people names for animals.
He ended up being Larry. He's Larry the One-Eyed Wonder Cat.
I love that.
Yeah.
Larry, he only has one eye.
Only one eye.
Was he attacked by a bear?
Cat fight.
Cat fight.
Mhm. Nothing so cool as like, any of that. No, he's just an idiot and got attacked by another cat.
Well, that's fair. I mean, now he's got this like wicked scar. The chicks in the neighborhood love him.
Yeah.
So that's good. I mean, I'm happy for Larry. I think it worked out for him. You should get him a little patch.
We've tried that a few times.
He wasn't into it?
He's not super into it.
He's not into that.
No.
All right. Yeah. No, fair enough. So I have a bunch of questions for a lightning round. So you can talk a little bit about your answer. It doesn't have to be a one-word answer necessarily, but we're going to see if we
That's
can.
good.
kind of-
If Becky's anything, she's verbose.
Okay.
It's really hard for me to keep things to one answer. Look at me. I'm
That's
already
okay.
ruining your lightning round.
It's all good. No, this is going to be awesome. Okay. So, how many participation ribbons have you earned
In my life?
in your life?
Oh, hundreds.
Hundreds.
Yeah, it took a long time for me to win anything other than participation ribbons.
But that's good though, hundreds.
Mhm.
And do you have them all? Did you keep them all?
My mom does.
Nice.
Yeah, she's got them hanging in the laundry room.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
I would like to see that sometime. All right, next question. Nintendo or Sega Genesis?
Nintendo.
Yeah?
100%
Favorite
Nintendo. Yoshi's Cookie.
Nice.
I can kill anybody in it. Like, you want to
Amazing.
see somebody who knows how to match cookies? There's this one right here.
Right here.
Yeah.
Right here, you guys. All right, Star Trek or Star Wars?
Star Wars.
Not both?
Well, I like Star Trek. I'm actually a late convert to Star Wars, though.
Oh.
Yeah, I grew up loving Star Trek, but Star Wars, I just find that the history is like, or like the not the history, but the story is better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
agree. It's like the hero's journey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, love that.
Salty and sweet.
Oh,
right?
yes.
It's all we got to be a part of the salty
Yes.
beaches club.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're speaking my language.
Yeah.
All right, frozen yogurt or ice cream?
Ice cream, cookies and cream ice cream specifically. Although there's ice cream sandwich ice cream, and it's
Ooh.
basically like having a giant ice cream sandwich in just a tub.
I love that. I'm gonna definitely check that out because I love me a good ice cream sandwich. Do you have a favorite candy?
Anything sour.
Sour.
Anything sour. Just a good old cup of sour candies, and I'm so
And
happy.
You're so good.
Yeah.
I like a good old, just the old school sour soothers in the
Yeah.
key shape. Give me a bag of those.
Unless they're rock hard and you feel like you're gonna lose your teeth.
Then it's a problem
Yeah.
for sure. Give them a little squeeze before you buy them. It's my tip.
Hot tip.
To you. Yeah, right
tip.
here, right here. You heard it first. Okay, so how about favorite band?
Favorite band? Oh man. It changes daily for me.
Okay.
Probably right now it's
Today.
the Avett Brothers.
The who now?
The Avett
The
Brothers.
Avett Brothers. I've
Mhm.
never heard of that.
You should
I'm
listen to 'em.
gonna not
They're
gonna check
amazing.
it out on the way home tonight. Now I'm always looking for new music to listen to. All right, so best place to get a hamburger on Vancouver Island.
J&L Burgers. Port
J&L.
Alberni.
There you
It's
go.
one of the last drive-ins in the on the island. It's amazing.
That's crazy.
You need to go
I used
before
to-
you go to Pacina Bay because that's how you go through.
Oh, really? So you get the hamburger and then you go to the-
100%.
Ah,
There's no better way to do it. You go to
One
Pacina Bay,
time?
you go to JL. Yeah, just one time.
well, just one time.
Yeah, 'cause
never
you can't
again.
ruin it for me. You can't bring so many people that
That's
it's not my secret beach anymore.
I love that. Okay. First car you ever owned?
We called it the Helmo, and it was a Mazda pickup truck.
Ooh.
And it had no power steering and a little wooden block that held the choke open so that the car would actually start.
I love that.
Yeah.
My first car was a K car,
Nice.
Reliant K.
Reliable.
Yeah, it
That's
was.
what Bare Naked Ladies say. A
Until
nice
I died
reliable
4 months later.
Wheel.
You know, I like that they know what they're talking about. All right, so that is it for the lightning round. I think we did pretty good. There. How you feeling about that?
Feeling great. That was my favorite section. I want more.
Well, you are always welcome back, of course. So thanks, guys, for joining us. This has been another episode of Caring About Wrestling. You can check out everything wrestling on the 365 Pro Wrestling YouTube channel, all their socials, all that good stuff. It's been a pleasure, and we will see you guys next time.